Welcome to PV Solutions. My name's Austin. I'm excited to show you how we've cut over 200 solar companies' operational costs by as much as 80%, how we've grown from 3 employees to over 250 in 2 short years, and I'm going to do this by showing you around our office, what our future plans are, and show you where we came from and what our office space looks like. All right, let's go. I'm astonished every time I walk through those doors, considering we started in a space that was about as big as these 2 tiles. Now we're currently leasing 6,000 square feet out, and we have our space we're obviously building out, and we have our space that we're occupying currently that we'll check out later and show you how the office is laid out. So let's go check out the functional space and keep this going. One of the biggest misconceptions that people out of the US have is that when you look into outsourcing, you're gonna have a really inhospitable environment for whoever you're setting up with the job. And it's not necessarily the freelancers or the independent contractors that most people are worried about, but it's the actual establishments, or as they call them in the Philippines, BPO, standing for Business Process Outsourcing. But when you look around and you look at the environment we've tried to make for our agents, we make sure they have the best stations possible. When you're looking at which specs are going to be required for whatever job it is, it's not something you have to worry about. When you're working with a freelancer or an independent contractor, you don't necessarily know what type of environment they're in. In this picture, we have an agent that when we were obviously under regulations during COVID, couldn't be in a work environment. So we had to send everybody home with computers. But it's a good picture of how harsh a work environment can be when you're working with a freelancer or independent contractor. You don't know what the environment looks like. But when you're working with us, we can guarantee that everybody you're working with is going to be taken care of in a comfortable environment, have good seating, best computers possible. And again, it's not something you have to worry about paying for. Let's go take a look at the office. I want to talk a little bit about the company culture that we build our foundation from. So let's go check it out. When you're looking at outsourcing, obviously the most important part is going to be replicating what you want in the US or Australia, or wherever you're from, to be exactly like the culture and the environment that you would have in the office space. Even though you're outsourcing to a remote location, we want to make sure we're doing everything we can to replicate what you do. But outside of that, we obviously have to have our own culture, and we have our own foundation that we build it upon. And really, it starts at the office space. This is my office space. It doesn't have a door on it. I want to make sure if anybody has any concerns or questions, they're welcome for anything. If you look at my actual space, you would see that my chair is the most simple chair that you would find on the floor. I want to make sure what I'm practicing, what my partners are practicing, what my management team is practicing, is that we are not putting ourselves in any position above anybody else that's working with us as a stakeholder. Thanks for taking the time to learn about PV Solutions today. We really want to take a little time to learn about your business. We've done anything from proposal writings to activations and monitoring and everything in between. We've hosted about 17 different positions in many different departments in solar. Whatever your problem is, it's going to be a matter of just getting on the phone with me, letting me know where you're suffering, and we'll figure out a way to make your life much easier. Click on the link below. It's connected to my calendar. You can schedule an introduction call, or if you want to jump on for an hour and go through more of a consultation, we can do that too. I look forward to talking to you.